Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Get the ball. 20.
Newton on first down. It's caught. Block it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now it's Newton. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. This complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Newton now to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check, 59.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Newton now already over 200 yards in this first quarter. And he's got another first and 10. Back to throw, Newton. This will be caught once again by Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
That's the score, Eagles 21, Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 21-0 our score after 1. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Play action. It's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, with the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Tyler Lockett, touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Check back. Watch it. You got nothing to it. You got nothing. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, check 24. 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready? 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 Go. Go. Hey, right 52. Zoom. Man out. 52.
On first down, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the second down throw on target. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Throwing again. Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's caught, Lockett. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Throwing is Newton. And he's got Lockett. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the red zone now, Newton. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To the air again, Newton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 39. Watch the eye. Hey, 24.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Yeah, 180. They scared. Man left. Forward down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This will be caught by Brown. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ringo. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man, Butler complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. It's complete to Lockett. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead.
Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Newton steps away to his left. Got a man, it's Brown. 12 yards is the pickup, good for an Eagle first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 29, Newton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. To throw is Newton. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rip. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. middle here to Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Newton now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyler Lockett. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They fake the give. Newton. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Rudolph. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go.
On fourth down, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Newton's going to throw it. It's caught. Lockett. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brian Poole. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself confident.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Great.
First and 10 at the 24.
Throwing here, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the two-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the two-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for the Eagles, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since. Claim